Welcome back, everybody, to more Stonehearth here on Additional Pylons Games. We're continuing where we left off last time, working on both some interior projects and some outside projects for our hearthlings. We've got some mining here left to do, but we can see that our grand floor, the floor here on the interior, is all finished, which is very encouraging. We've got some idle hearthlings, though, and I think that what we need to do is remove this and redo these tasks. Sometimes, especially as in this alpha stage, hearthlings forget that there are certain tasks that they can complete, that they can accomplish. So let's give them. So if we redo this a little bit, we need to get rid of that one. There we go. That's all done. We can get rid of this ill-placed ladder. Got some workers there going. Let's go ahead and give them this task to harvest here and harvest there. That should keep them busy for a little while. Start on the next layer. Just getting rid of this little by little. Let's just do that for now. We'll get this last corner once our hearthlings come in here and grab this little piece here. So, last time we left off. Let's undo that. Last time we left off, and we just started on this exterior platform for our temple, and I've completed that. Basically, I took the design that I started on the bottom here, redid it on each of the four sides, and I worked on these corner pieces for a little while, for a couple minutes. I finally got them to where I like them, so it's got this nice tiered effect. Again, it kind of comes out and supports it here on the edge, and we've got this nice pattern. That's what I forgot to do. I knew I had forgotten something. I want to change these to light ash. I do like this a bit more. And actually what I wish I could do is replace this interior line with light ash again, but I'm unable to do that with the building editor at this time, so that's okay. Again, I think it gives this nice effect of the support pillars that we have here that are coming up. It seems like they're grounded right here into the base, even to this external platform that we're building along the side. Kind of just gives them a little bit more, I don't know, a feeling of connectedness, a feeling of weight almost. That they really are very supportive, even though they're completely unnecessary to the actual building itself. But that's okay. So there we go. It's a nice top-down view. Looks pretty decent. We'll put some, later on we'll put some, what are they called? Braziers. Some more of these guys. We'll put these along the edge as well. Continue the theme of fire and so forth. We're going to go ahead and start with our grand staircase. So again, we're going to use gunmetal as our kind of our baseline, kind of our structural foundation, if you will. And we're doing this top-down view, so that way I can see exactly where this platform ends, where we should have our new set of stairs begin. I believe that is in line. Is it? Just do a couple of these. It is in line. Okay, and it is 4 across. Alright, so that's our baseline right there. Let's get rid of those extras. And so the idea is that we're going to have this staircase that comes up here, and it's kind of be a cone almost. It'll come up and it'll be this large fan shape that comes out here, and then it'll sweep in and get thinner as it comes up. That's the general idea that we're going for. So in the back here, we're not going to need it to be very thick. In the front, we will, though. stairs come all the way up to here. Such. You can go ahead and just get rid of you. Don't really need you at this point. So let's give this a shot. Like that. Dark one with 3. We start kind of doing this thing like that. We'll see how this works out. It's my first time doing a curved staircase, so we'll have to kind of feel it out as we go. So 3 there, like that. 3 more. 3 more. Alright, so we're going to have to connect this back, obviously. So let's do it like this. 4, 4. Actually, let's undo that. Let's go ahead and erase this. And we're just going to have this come like that. And then stagger up. Uh-oh. That's an error. Merge building. Okay, so they're having issues with merging these two. That's fine. What? You gotta be kidding me. Well, I think that requires a reload. So, we'll be back here in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. We just reloaded. Let's see if we can't get this to work this time. So let's go ahead and... So we lost a little bit of information, not too much. Now that we're going to do that. Something like that. And let's see if we get that same error. There we are. Alright. Break that out. Like that. Actually, let's give it a nice square corner there. Square corner there. And I realized that we've been making this out of stone brick. Out of bricks rather than the floor. That's okay though. The question is if this structure is going to work. You can always replace this with something other than gunmetal. So, for example, well, let's just go ahead and try on the structure. We'll work on that. So obviously the stairs are going to have to come up real high here. So we may as well just go ahead and start attaching this part. Real exciting stuff, right? Lines and lines of blocks. It's alright. Yeah, now it's starting to recognize that it's all one structure. We'll bring it up to there because then our stairs will come up all the way to that. The issue is how we're going to get all these side blocks to kind of fan in and up. That's gonna be our big challenge. But before we get back to that, let's keep our hearthlings busy as we work on this design. Apparently they can't come out and get this, so let's build a ladder up there. Do that. Boom. There we are. Mr. Ladderman took care of it. There we are. Keep the hearthlings busy. Harvest more of this flax or whatever it is. Alright. That should be okay for now. Back to building. So let's go ahead and use some of this light ash for the next step up. We're going to go ahead and just do it like this. So we want to build this so that it's hollow, because otherwise it's going to take up a lot more resources. But what we can do is this. Have that little stair-stepping method. And start coming out. Oh. Just click there. Just click again. Jeez. Alright. So the general idea is get that tiered step kind of thing going. Well, let's just keep... At this point in time, it's a little early to see if this is going to work or not. But the only way to find out is to just start developing our design. So this is actually a little bit of what the process was like for the Great Lighthouse time-lapse. If you guys haven't seen that, I would encourage you to go check it out. Really enjoyed that first time-lapse build, and I'll be doing the same thing for the gatehouse as well. Just a really interesting, I don't know, different style of video. So I enjoyed that. So again, go ahead and check that out. It kind of fleshes out the process for building this lighthouse as its own separate entity, as its own project, if you will. I think that we can go ahead. Master Mason, great. I think that we can go ahead and just do this right here. Like so. So we've got another ring. Alright, well, we're going to keep developing that a little bit more. Mr. Mason, we'll take your ores and your coal, and we will sell the rest of our silver. And we can get rid of these, actually, because we've got... These are spare ones that we have left over from building the Weaver's Head. Alright, let's keep building. let's keep working on these. So again, just working from the edge. But definitely with these custom builds, it's very much a trial and error kind of process. Especially doing it here on camera. You don't always, you've got plans, you've got ideas, but then as you start building, you start to see, okay, this doesn't work out quite right. This doesn't seem, this doesn't exactly line up to what my vision was for this build, for this building structure, whatever it is. And you can see even here we've got this kind of this strange little lip that appears right there. So we might have to do something about that. I'm not sure, because it's definitely going to repeat itself as our layers go up. We'll have to see if that looks awkward, or if it looks more awkward to take that out and replace it with something. Maybe just flattening it. That might look even weirder. So, but yeah, definitely very much a trial and error process. You start to, you've got these ideas in your head, and you start to develop them, and you start to build them, and then you start to see, this doesn't look right. This looks a little strange. Hearthlings aren't going to be able to path up here, or maybe it'll be a really difficult build as far as like, all the scaffolding that has to go into it. So it's definitely a different process. And if you guys haven't done any like super custom builds in Stonehearth, I would encourage you to do so. Just kind of get your city to a place where it can kind of run itself a little bit, protected with some walls or some ditches. You can do that too. Just mine out some ditches on each side, and get yourself to a place where you can start doing these custom builds. Give you a little bit different perspective on, especially all those really cool cities that you see featured on Reddit, and a couple other places. Really start to appreciate more the effort and the time and the dedication that goes into those builds. So we're gonna do 3 layers of this light ash. Once we get there, we're gonna take a step back and see how it looks so far. Alright, come around to the back side. Start redoing this. And my hearthlings probably have nothing to do right now. That's okay though. They've done really well. They've earned a little bit of an easier time here as we go on. So that's how it's looking so far. So we've kind of got this. I don't know. We might have to start ramping it up a little bit quicker. Maybe have like a general platform. So maybe have the next set of steps come in like 2 from each direction, and then funnel it up. I'm not really sure. That'll probably have to be something that we do, that I experiment with off camera, just because it's going to look a little, again, it's going to take some trial and error, and I don't want you guys just to be watching me clicking this entire time. Let's go ahead and get that going. Shepherd level 5, nice. Max health. I'm thinking what we can probably do then, since you're such a high level shepherd, is we can get this next pasture going. And this one's going to be all the way up here. And I'll tell you what, we will make this into... Okay, hold on. This can hold 8. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make this into chickens, and we will change this into sheep. Oh man, I can only hold 4 sheep. 8 rabbits. Yeah, let's go ahead and change that to rabbits. We can do this one for sheep. This might just be a big pasture. Might not do any houses out here. So if we did sheep, how many sheep could fit in here? 10. Yeah. So you know what? This is just going to be all pasture. Let's do that. So there we go. We got chickens. We'll have rabbits here and sheep. More gems. Supply cart rolls in. Is there anything? Oh my goodness, 398 of this. Let's get rid of that. I want to sell all of it because we need some of it for. That should be good. Look at all that money rolling in. Okay. Sell a couple of those. Got a lot of eggs. Eggs, don't need all those. And I think we're good for now. There we are. Alright, and we have the ability to continue mining out this area here, so you can see we're gonna have this nice really tall Great Hall. Actually, let's do it like that so we don't have this risk of accidentally removing not being able to remove these corner sections. We are going to have to figure out what we're going to do with this space up here. So this is obviously going to have to get filled in because this is just looking a little awkward. But how we restructure this and how we use this upper area as well as this lower area. So I've got one little storeroom here. Not really sure, this is kind of a dead end. Unless we build a little storeroom here, we can do that. But that's going to be some off-camera planning. So. Uh-oh, thief approaches. Oh, you can't do anything. So that's another thing to do. If you guys... let's go ahead. So, one thing that I haven't been doing these last couple episodes, but it's always good to do, is to just kind of, especially if you have an entrance into your town, if it's not walled off or anything like that, then it's good to take a look and see. We've got a goblin camp down here. We've got a big zombie guarding treasure. We've got 2 graveyards back here, which we've had for a while, that we're going to need to deal with eventually. Varanus camp with some loot there, actually. So we're going to have to... It's good to just kind of zoom out and make sure that you don't have any enemies skulking around. It's also good, especially if you have a forest, like I do. It's good to come in here and just kind of search through it, make sure that there are no enemies. So we just got our shepherd roaming up through there. So there we are. Anyways, that's a little bit of progress on the stairway here. I'm going to have to continue that off screen, and we'll come back and take another look at that next episode. So thanks again for tuning in for more Stonehearth here on Additional Pollen's Games. Hit like and subscribe. Likes definitely help the videos a whole lot. So if you like the video, if you like where the direction the series is going, give this video a like. It really helps the channel. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Check out some of the other series going on the channel. Leave a comment below if you have any tips, any suggestions, any ideas, anything like that. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on APG.